Boring versus successful e-learnings. How to make e-learnings with an impact. E-learnings are hot right now, as we can tell by the many e-learnings we help to produce here at Voicebooking. But not all e-learnings are created equal. And what does it really take to make yours a great one? Hi, I'm Jente from Voicebooking, and in this video I will give you 9 tips for creating successful e-learnings with an impact. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss content, and make sure to stay until the end of the video because there's a real aha moment. Let's get started. Tip number 1, know your audience. Okay, obviously, but still, let's say you're making an e-learning for members of a help desk, and you have to think about what they already know and what you can still teach them. If you have nothing new to tell, there's no need for an e-learning. And if there's too much, then you will lose them pretty quick. Tip number 2, have a good script. Again, but think about it. You have to realize that most e-learnings aren't written by copywriters or professional trainers. They are written by professionals specialized in that specific subject. They know their stuff, and that's exactly the problem. When explaining their profession, they often forget all those little details because they don't even think about it anymore. A good e-learning script is written in a casual tone of voice. It explains, it intrigues, it breeds excitement. And all of that comes from a good script. Tip number 3, KISS. Keep it simple and stupid. Like I said, there's a difference between a casual and a professional tone of voice. If you over-explain, your students will simply get bored or get overloaded with information. Everything you teach needs to be clear and concise so that it will be understood immediately. If your viewer needs to think on something you just said, you will lose track of what you were saying. And of course, try to avoid intellectual words. By the way, if you want to have more tips on spoken versus written language, check out the video over here. Tip number 4, KISS, but now with an extra S, like in the S of short. Don't make your e-learning too lengthy. Try to divide it into bite-sized chapters or modules. It's not only easier for your viewer, but it's also easier for you when you are trying to make a point. In this way, each lesson you want to teach, your viewer can have its own moment in the spotlights instead of struggling to teach everything in one bloated video. And many e-learning professionals advise 15 to 20 minutes. That's plenty enough. Tip number 5, passion. Think back to your high school years and your favorite teacher. What made him or her stand out from the rest? Passion. Dedication, a talent for storytelling. In an e-learning, the teacher is usually a voiceover, and a boring subject is hard to get excited about. But a real experienced voice talent is essential to bringing your e-learning to life. Make sure to take that into consideration when casting your voiceover. It's not only about the lowest price. They need to create something which creates magic, something which is really worth listening to. Tip number 6, ask questions. There's no better way to keep your audience awake by asking questions. Let's bring your favorite teacher back again. They ask questions and involve you with the subject. Questions get your viewer thinking and keeping their attention. Tip number 7, scripting is scrapping. By the way, we have another video about this one. But okay, scripting is scrapping. In the other video, I say don't do it too much. But on the other hand, scripting is scrapping. If you do an e-learning and it is being written for, let's say, a half an hour, chances are big you can leave 10 minutes out. Cut the bullshit. Tip number 8, silence is golden. Silence is golden. Golden. You need silences to give your people time to think about what you're saying. Plus, silence creates tension. So there's no problem with a well-placed awkward silence. And now for the most underrated tip. Remember the aha moment? Tip number 9, smile. Okay, we have talked about your favorite teachers, but what about the least favorite ones? What made them so bad? They were dry and dull. And while your favorite teacher was passionate, upbeat, find a voiceover who can bring that passion of yours to life in the e-learning. And any voice actor worth his salt can do that even if the material puts them to sleep. And those were the tips. Just one last thing. Please let me know in the comments if it had helped you. And of course, I put all the important links in the description. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.